Now, I did say that it all kicked off on the Friday afternoon. To be honest, it actually started on the Friday morning when Kath came into my work. This is when I was a breakfaster on 3RRR, best radio station in the world. A few fans. So Kath came into work and I was sitting there and I could see Kath on the monitor. I saw her come in the building and I clocked it and I went, ooh, I'm getting out early. Right? That's what I thought. I thought she was going to come in and go, oh, come on, we've got to go. But Kath came in and into the studio and live, on air, proposed. If you were listening, you would have heard it, but don't worry, that's on you. It's funny, a few people have asked, like, did you know she was going to do that? Did you know? And I was like, yes and no, right? Yes, I had a fair idea that she would probably propose to me that weekend. A couple of reasons for that. First of all, many years before, Kath had once said to me, if I ever propose to you, it'll be after we've dated for about 6 years, right? And we'd been together for nearly 6 years. And she said, because that is the average time it takes to finish a university degree, and by that stage you know what you want out of life, right? Kath did come and see the show, right? And she said after the show, I'm going to pull you up on one thing. I'm like, yeah, what is that? And she said, it wasn't a university degree, it was a PhD. I'm like, same thing, babe. So we were about 5.5 years in, right? And also, so I had thought, it's the right timing, right? Also, she had asked me to go to a jeweller and find out what my ring size was. So... But I didn't think that she would do it live on radio, yeah? I didn't think she would do it on air, right? Also because I thought that she would do it... there's a place in South Gippsland near Venus Bay called Cape Lip Trap, yeah? Yes, that is the most lesbian name. Cape Lip Trap. Lip Trap, right? And there's a lighthouse, there's a Cape Lip Trap lighthouse, right? And the first time we ever went there, Kath was like, I'm going to take you somewhere really nice. I'm like, oh, cool. And she went, do you know what? Let's take some champagne, take some bubbles, make it romantic. And as soon as she said that, in my head, I've gone, oh, she's going to propose. And that freaked me out, right? Because we hadn't been together for very long. It was only about 1 or 2 years in. And it's like a 20-minute drive out there. And that whole time... I'm stressing about this proposal because I'm thinking we haven't been together for long enough. We haven't. Also, it's not legal yet, so what's the fucking point, right? And I kind of worked it out. I thought, okay, she'll ask me, and I'll say yes. I'll say yes. I'll say yes, and then I'll go. But let's just keep this between us. Like we don't have to tell anybody. Yeah. I said yes, but just for us. Yeah. And so we arrive at Cape Lip Trap Lighthouse and it's just as the sun is setting and it is spectacular, yeah? So we're standing there with our champagne and we're looking at the sunset and I'm looking at Kath. Looking at the sunset at the back of Kath. And Kath goes, beautiful sunset. And I went, yes. Anything else? And she went, no. And I went, oh, sorry. She was, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, no, nothing. I just, I thought you were going to propose. And she went, no. And I went, oh, right, you don't have to be that quick to... We would often talk about that night, just every now and again. One of us would bring it up and go, remember that time, first time we went to Cape Lip Trap Lighthouse and you thought I was going to propose? Ha, 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 ha. It's so funny. Ha, 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 ha. Right? So when I was thinking about Kath proposing to me the weekend of my birthday, I thought, this is how it's going to go, right? She's going to pick me up and we're going to drive out to Venus Bay, but we're going to take a little detour first, and we're going to go to Cape Liptrap Lighthouse, and she's going to get bubbles, and she's going to propose, and I'll say yes. Let's tell everybody, right? And then we'll go to the pub and walk in and go, and everyone will go, surprise, and we'll go, surprise, we're engaged. Ah. And then Auntie Brenda will come out and go, what did I miss? I'm like, nothing. That's how I thought it was going to go, right? So when Kath came into radio in the morning, right, I wasn't expecting the proposal. Here's the other reason why, is because we watched plenty of proposals, public proposals, yeah, the ones that go viral and stuff on the internet, and we love them. Oh my God, it's like, oh my God, that's so beautiful, that's so romantic, oh, but also, not for us. No, thank you. Ooh. Oh, no, it turns out it is for us, okay, yeah. So Kath came in and she sat down and she said, now, most of your listeners would be aware that I've been organising a surprise birthday for Geraldine. I was like, oh, really? And I've just brought in a couple of presents, and there's a couple of things just to give Geraldine a couple of clues as to what's going to happen this weekend, right? Now, in my mind, these are clues that she's going to propose to me later this afternoon at Cape Liptrap Lighthouse, right? So first one, open it up, big thing, it's a board game, right? And it's a board game because we were supposed to play board games on that Friday night, but we got drunk instead, right? But the board game was the game of life, right? So I've looked at that and gone, oh, could you be any more obvious? Of course it's the game of life because you're going to propose to me later this afternoon at Cape Liptrap Lighthouse. But whatever, right? Next one, open it up, it's a bottle of wine. Oh, bottle of wine. I'm like, yeah, bottle of wine because we're going wine tasting. But in my mind, bottle of wine, I'm like, yes, wine, because we both love wine and we're going to drink it together till we're dead, right? Next one, open it up, it's a little box. Oh, it's a little box. Oh, open up the little box. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. Why? Because you've got the ring and you're going to give it to me later this afternoon at Cape Liptrap Lighthouse. That's why there's no ring. There's nothing in there, right? And then I turned and then Kath was down on one knee and I went, shit, right? And Kath was down on one knee and then she's doing a lot of talking, right? But she's not saying the things that she's supposed to be saying. Do you know what I mean? And then I worked it out. It's because she was going, oh, I've got to be down on one knee, but the mic is... Oh, what am I going to... I don't know what to do. Like the mic and but I've got to be down here and it's up there and... I looked at her and said, oh, babe, just do this, yeah? Anyway, figured it out. And she proposed and I said, of course I bloody will, right? Now, I said that because we were live on radio, yeah? I had to make it exciting. I have to make it fun. I couldn't just say yes. Like, close your eyes. Will you marry me? Yes. Boring. I'm a professional, yeah? I would have made it fun and exciting. Will you marry? Of course I bloody will. Triple R filmed that, and they put it up on the internet, put it up on Facebook, and that video has been viewed more than 775,000 times, yeah? That is so much more than any stand-up clip that I've ever put up. So public. So public.